This is not your normal view of the Evergreen Point Bridge, but as of 6:30 this morning, this is what it's looked like. State transportation engineers shut the bridge down after gusts got up in the 90s. Right now it's blowing about 40 to 45 maybe, and as most people who've ever driven this bridge would recognize, driving under those conditions would be no picnic. It wasn't just wind that the last early morning drivers to cross had to contend with. There were waves. Even by mid-morning, when the waves had stopped slapping over the side, the amount of tension put on the structure was enormous, strong enough to have made it necessary to open the center section to the building pressure of water for relief. And even with that done, the high-raise grate showed what the force of wind and water can do. Toll taker Pam Gaylor was one of the last people across the bridge before it was closed at 6:30.
The wind was incredible. The rain was, just coming across the bridge, the water was like fireman's hose, just spraying on your car, and your car was just going back and forth. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Do you have any idea
the bridge was making?
How high did the winds get, do you know?
97 is what I heard. 97. Which is, if you could have seen the bridge just swaying, it looked like it was swaying back and forth several feet. It was unbelievable.
Probably also unbelievable to a lot of people was the fact that the bridge was closed right before and during rush hour. State Patrol and toll takers had to turn motorists away for hours. The most asked question, how do I get to Seattle now? A lot of people ended up making an end run around the lake via Bothell. Others chose to travel across the Mercer Island Bridge, already busy with its own accustomed commuters. So the word for drivers this morning was grief. Traffic was slow, if steady, and it's probably a good bet that more than a few workers were late. This evening's rush hour should be better. At 20 to 2, the Evergreen Bridge was reopened to traffic. It had sat empty for 7 hours, the first time in years that it's been shut down because of wind. Jan Charlton, Eyewitness News.